Assalamu alaikum. Now we continue with the verbs. In this video we start a few videos on the verb have, to have. اليوم نبدأ إن شاء الله بفيديوهات عن الفعل have. أقرب شيء لا يمثله في العربي في حالة من الحالات، لأن have تستعمل بعدة طرق. فإحدى هذه الحالات كقولك عندي أو عنده، عندما تقول عندي كتاب، عندي سيارة. فبهذا المعنى سأتحدث عن الفعل have في هذا الفيديو. في فيديوهات التي ستكون عن هذا الفعل أيضا سأحاول أن أغطي حالة أو حالتين أخريين عن هذا الفعل فيكون بمعنى آخر. So these are the nouns we've been covering. This here is the verb. This is to have. It's called auxiliary verb or helping verb in English because it's used in different ways and in combination with other verbs. In this video, I will use this meaning. It's just like have used different meanings. This word here is the sense I'm going to use it in. That's close enough to have in Arabic. It's called عند. So if you say I have a book, you say عندي. The E is for the first person pronoun I, and عند is the closest I can think of for have. So you say عندي كتاب, عندي سيارة, I have a book, I have a car. But عند is also in Arabic. It's called this word here is ظرف. ظرف is like an envelope, the literal meaning of it, or a container. This here is a place / time. So this word and other words like it in Arabic language is called like ظرف. It's like an envelope within which you're indicating there is a place or a time. So this word عند is used in different ways. One of them like indicating a place. When you say I have a book, that means the book is in some place that's related to you. So doesn't necessarily means you own the book, but you're indicating where the place of it. It's usually used if you have it in your house. You say I have a book. If you have it with you, you say معي, with me. But if you say عندي, it doesn't necessarily mean you have it on you, but you indicate it's in a place somewhere. Another sense, the time, like it indicates a time. It's if you say in English, I woke up around dawn in the morning. So if you say I woke up, استيقظت عند الفجر. عند in this sense indicates some around some time in the dawn time. So this is usually when you see the word عند, when you read it or when you hear it, this is it's used in this sense. Another sense, if you say someone, this person by me is like a crook or untrusted person. You say عندي, هو عندي محتال. He's by me. If you're gonna go literal with English, he's by me is a crook. So it's like it means indicates a belief. So عند in this sense, it indicates a judgment or a suspicion. So just keep this in mind when you see this, you read this word. It's not one meaning. Just like have takes different meanings in different contexts. So we'll use it in this context, indicating a place or just like have. We use it indicating a property, or not property. It could mean property, but as I said, just indicates that something is under your control in one way or another. So these are the pronouns we used: I, أنا, he, هو, she, هي, you, أنت, it, هو or هي. You have to decide the gender or the sex. We, نحن, they, هم or هن, feminine and masculine. You for plural, أنتم, أنتم. The possessive pronouns we used so far: my is indicated by this e attached to the noun in this case, or the nouns, and his, ha, if it's attached to the word, or if it's separated. This is here, it's called the tied ta, ha, if it's separated. If it's connected, takes this form. So this is the possessive pronoun in Arabic attached to the noun. It's same as his in English. Ha is for her. So this is the possessive pronoun. Also, it could be connected. Usually it's connected, so that's why it's written like this, the ha. Your, for second person singular, it's ka. You see this black mark here, scratch here, it's like a fatha. It's a short vowel. For a singular, second person singular, masculine. Kum, for second person plural, kum. That's exactly like your in English. Ki is for feminine, second person singular feminine, ki. Kun for second person plural feminine. It's, as we talked about, if it's connected, it's ha, like this, or ha. This is for the feminine, and would be the masculine. This is for the masculine, and this is for the feminine. You use also if it's, as I said, for if it's feminine or masculine, you use the hum or hun. So that should be kept in mind. This possessive pronoun is na in Arabic. Their, hum or hun. We should put here the hun. You can say سيارتهن, their car. سيارتهم, their car, for a group masculine. If you're talking about a group of boys or men that own the car. Huma, this is what I talked about. We did not include in these because you don't have it in English as a separate word, pronoun huma, but you should be familiar with it. This goes for feminine and masculine, this huma here. Other ones are different. So now we start with the first sentence. I have a book. I have. Have, in this sense, indicates that there is a book by you. Not necessarily means you own it, but it could also mean you own it. So you can think of it, I own it. If you own it, you say I have it, but you're not indicating whether you own it or not. You just have it. You have control over it. So that's when you say I have, that means you have control over the book. That doesn't necessarily mean you own it. So you can say I have a ride. That doesn't necessarily you have a car. It could be someone who's going to give you a ride or something. But you have a control. The have indicates you have a control. As I said, doesn't necessarily mean you own it. So it should be, for in this context, that's how we gonna use it. And it doesn't necessarily mean you have it on you. Unless you say it's on me, this could be you have it, but it's not with you. It's in the house, it's somewhere else. But you're just indicating you have control over it, you have access to it. That's what the word should be understood, the word have. This here is called indefinite article, or the dictionary says its origin is in another language. I forgot, it was a Germanic language, but it's used to be a one something. You say one book, I have one book, but it with usage it becomes a. So this is indefinite, indicating that it's not specifying which book. You just a book, some book. You're not identifying this book. If you said the book, that assumes that the person you're talking to knows what the book are, and that's why you're identifying it with the article the. But if you say a, that means it's not, it could be any book. So a book. I have a book. Here I put the pronouns. This here is a black color. I put it here to indicate it in the Arabic script. This indicates the I in here. So, and is this, in this sense, is in a red color here. The rest here, kitab, in Arabic you don't have an indefinite article. If you just say this without al, which is equal to the, or like the, I shouldn't say equal, but like the, it's understood, it's not being identified. It could be any book also, without a need for an indefinite article. So you say and. When you attach it to a vowel, becomes عندي, and this e is the pronoun for I. So عندي, and e, عندي kitab. Kitab is book in Arabic, kitab. So عندي means I have. عندي kitab. عندي kitab. الآن كلمة هذا الضمير I أنا have. كلمة الفعل have له عدة استعمالات، فيأخذ عدة معاني، ليس معنى واحد. في هذه الجملة الهاف تشابه عندي عندما تقول عندي. وكلمة عندي ليس بالضرورة تعني أنك تملك الشيء، وأيضا لا تعني أنك عندما تقول عندي لا يعني أن ذلك الشيء معك، فقط يدل على أنه عندك سلطة عليه أو موجود عندك، تماما كما تقول أريد حاجة من فلان، فتقول للشخص الذي طلب الشخص الذي قال هذا الشيء أو قاله لك، تقول له فلان عندي، بمعنى أنك تستطيع أن تقنعه أو تجعله يعطيك ما تريد بهذا المعنى، بمعنى السيطرة، أو نسميها بالعربي صحبة، أو صحبة كافية حتى يلبي طلبك أو هكذا. بالعامية نقول يمون عليه، أو لا يرفض له طلب، وهكذا. فبمعنى هذا المعنى معنى كلمة have، بمعنى أن عندك سيطرة على الشيء. فعندما تقول I have a book، ليس بالضرورة يعني أنك تملك البوك. قد تعني أنها تملك البوك، تشمل المعنيين، ولكن إذا كانت هكذا قد تفيد أن عندك بوك، ليس بالضرورة كتاب لك. البوك يعني كتاب بالإنجليزي، فليس بالضرورة يعني أنه لك، ولكن عندك. وأيضا ليس بالضرورة أنه معك، فعادة بالعربي لما عندما نقول عندي يكون في مكان آخر، إذا كان معك تقول معي. فيستعمل عندي أيضا تستعمل إذا كان ملكك أو عندك سيطرة عليه، فتقول عندي كتاب، ليس بالضرورة أن يكون الكتاب لك. فبهذا المعنى نستعمل كلمة have. لها عدة استعمالات أخرى قد تكون مختلفة، فيجب الانتباه إلى كلمة have أنها تستعمل بعدة طرق. الآ لإشارة إلى النكرة. في العربي ليس عندنا حرف أو أن. في كلمة ثانية أن تستعمل بطريقة مختلفة. فالآ تفيد أنه النكرة، يعني أي كتاب، ليس محدد ما هو الكتاب. أي الكتاب. إذا قلت ذا معناه أن الذي تخاطبه يعرف ماذا تتحدث عنه، فتكون كأن للتعريف. ولكن الآ هنا تعني أنه ليس محدد الكتاب. فعندك كتاب I have a book. This A is a book. You say a book. فبهذا السياق يجب أن نفهم كلمة have، لأنها لها عدة استعمالات. كما سنرى سأحاول أن أستعمل معاني أخرى، ولكن متى ما تمكنت من هذه المعنى تستطيع النظر إلى طرق استعمالها بطرق أخرى وتبحث عنها في الكتب إذا شئت. لكن الآن تستطيع استعمالها بهذا المعنى. فتقول I have a book. كما قلت ال A يعني أي كتاب، ليس محدد، ولكن عندك كتاب. وأيضا ال A لا تستعمل مع الجمع، فتقول I have a books. No, تقول I have books without the A. So ال A عادة تستعمل مع الشيء الذي لا تريد أن تحدد ملكيته، فتقول I have a book. Again, I have a book. I have a book. عندي. كما الضمير هنا الياء، لاحظ الضمير منفصل هنا ويأتي قبل الفعل. عندنا العربي يأتي بعد الفعل. عندي I have a book. عندي كتاب. I will not explain these pronouns more because we already did, but just a minimal explanation of what they are, just for new viewers or for people that see the video for the first time. So now the third person singular, he. He has a book. He has a book. He has a book. With the third person singular masculine, we use the word has. Have become has. So have becomes has. This goes for feminine and masculine third person singular. So he and she has a book. He has a book. He has a book. Also, when you say have and has, this is in the present tense. like now you have it, now he has it. And you should keep this in mind, because there is a past tense, say he had, or they had, or I had. That's the present tense. Now we're working on that's the past tense. Now we're working on the present tense. He has a book. Here you have the Arabic form عند, عنده. This is for the ha. Here is separated possessive pronoun for the pronoun as a third person singular pronoun, masculine. عنده. So this is عنده كتاب. عنده كتاب. عنده. These u and da usually you will not see it in the script. I probably should mark them there in this way, just like an indication. This is called fatha عنده. عنده. Over here is like the short vowel u. Not a full u, but it's like u. عنده. كتاب. Kitab is the book. So عنده كتاب. عنده كتاب. These punctuation mark, you'll not see them in print all the time. So it's better to, like, you will understand with the grammar that when it becomes عنده and it becomes with usage, you start to understand it, and depending on the position of the word you are talking about. So it's better to get used to that. This is for practice, is okay. There are a lot of texts that have these punctuations to help you read, and even native speakers need those sometimes, but usually you will not see it in print. That's why it's good to get used to not seeing them. So he has a book. هنا الهي للغائب المفرد المذكر. he للغائب المفرد المذكر هو. has كلمة have تتغير إلى has عندما تستعمل مع الغائب المفرد مؤنث أو مذكر، تستعمل كلمة has، فتقول he has and she has a book. وأيضا هذه الكلمة has وهاف هي في الحاضر، لأن هناك ماضي من كلمة have وهاز وهو had، فيجب أن ننتبه إلى هذا. has وهاف هي في الحاضر، فبهذا الاستعمال، بطريقة هذا الاستعمال، كما قلت هناك استعمالات أخرى تعطي معنى آخر، فتستعمل الهاف مع فعل في الماضي فتفيد معنى أكمل من المعنى الذي تفيده وحدها. قد نغطي بعض ذلك، ولكن يجب أن تكون واعي إلى أن هناك عندما تنضم إلى فعل ثاني تزيد في المعنى، فيجب أن تتذكر ذلك دائما. فهي has a book. تحدثت عن ال A بمعنى أنها تفيد أنه قد يكون أي كتاب، ليس كتاب محدد. He has a book. He has a book. He has a book. عنده كتاب. عنده كتاب. الها هنا هي نفس الهو في الانجليزيه، فعندنا تأتي بعد الفعل هنا ظرف عند العند. في الانجليزيه يسمى هذا الهاز، يسمى فعل او فعل مساعد. فعنده كتاب. عنده كتاب. وأيضا عندما نستعمل هذه عنده تستعمل بطرق لا تستعمل فيها الهاف، فتقول مثلا استيقظت عند الفجر، لا تستعمل كلمة have مكان لا تقول ذلك، تستعمل نفس الفعل have عندما تتحدث عن الوقت. بالإنجليزي تقول استيقظت around dawn فجر، around يعني حوالي الفجر، في وقت الفجر. وعند كظرف زمان كما تفيد نفس المعنى، لكن لا تستطيع أن تستبدل العند مع الهاف في كل الأوضاع. لذلك أركز على أن يجب أن نفهم الوضع التي تستعمل فيه الكلمة، لأن سيتغير استعمالاتها. وكذلك عند في هذه الحالة تفيد أن عندك كتاب، لكن في حالات أخرى تفيد معنى آخر، كأنك تحدد وقت معين أو تحدد مكان معين أو حتى حكم. فتحدثت عن ذلك، فيجب أن نتذكر ذلك. فلا تستعملها دائما عندما تقول عند تستعمل have، لأنها ليست نفس الشيء. لكن في هذا السياق عندي كتاب تستطيع أن تقول I have a book أو he has a book، عنده كتاب. Now you come to the third person singular feminine. She has a book. 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 عندها. This ha here is for the she. عندها. عندها كتاب. She has a book. عندها كتاب. عندها كتاب. عندها كتاب. عندها كتاب. She has a book. عندها كتاب. She has a book. عندها كتاب. لاحظ حاولت أن أن أستعمل نفس الألوان مع الضمائر. فالشي هنا هي الضمير الغائب المفرد المؤنث، وهنا الها في ضمير الغائب المؤنث، فوضعتها بنفس اللون. وكذلك الفعل has استعملت هنا نفس اللون مع العند، فحاول استعمل نفس الألوان. قد يساعدك هذا في سرعة الانتباه إلى كل كلمة ما هي. she has a book. عندها كتاب. عندها كتاب. It has a book. It has a book. Just like we talked about it, there is no feminine or masculine, just it. In Arabic, you have no it. You have. If you don't know what the gender, you use the masculine. Until you know what the gender or the sex, then you have to use the proper pronoun that goes with it. So it has. You see, has here goes with the third person singular all the time. Whether it's he, she, or it, you use has in the present tense for have. So it has a book. It has a book. It has a book. عندها. If it's if the sex, you know the sex is a female or a male. If it's a female, you say عندها. If it's a male, it's عنده. This ta, it's called the tied ta. You see the two dots here. The reason is sometimes it opens. When it opens, it's pronounced as a ta. So if it's closed like this, it's pronounced as a ha. and this is when it's connected to like the word here, it becomes عنده. The who is for the هو, the third person singular masculine هو. ها for the feminine third person singular feminine. So عندها or عنده. عندها كتاب. عنده كتاب. عندها كتاب or عنده كتاب. تحدثت سابقا عن الات في الفيديوهات السابقة عن الفعل to be. في العربي لا يوجد عندنا كلمة it، ولكن إذا لم تعرف الجنس تستعمل المذكر حتى تعرف الجنس. ف it has a book. It has a book. عندها كتاب. عنده كتاب. عندها كتاب. عنده كتاب. Here you have a book. You here are for the singular, second person singular, masculine. Masculine and feminine in English. So you have a book. You have a book. You have a book. في الإنجليزية يو لا مذكر أو مؤنث تقول يو للمخاطب، سواء كان مذكر مذكر أو مفرد مؤنث تقول يو. وسنرى في مثال آخر الجمع أيضا تستعمل نفس الضمير يو للجمع، وللمفرد والمؤنث والمذكر تستعمل كلمة يو. So you have a book. You have a book. عندك. Notice this ka here, if you have this opening, this short vowel, it's the fatha. It's called fatha. It's opening. Literally means opening. Fatha. So you say عندك. Ka. عندك. عندك. This ka indicates the second person singular masculine. So this is عندك. عندك كتاب. You have a book. When you are talking to a man or a boy, and it's singular, so you say عندك. عندك. This ka is the pronoun for the second person singular masculine. عندك. عندك. عندك كتاب. عندك كتاب. If it's a girl or a woman, you say عندك. عندك. عندك كتاب. عندك كتاب. This I. It's called kasra. It's like a break. K. I. So it's a short vowel. I. So عندك كتاب. عندك. This ki كتاب. So you add it to here. If you see it, I put these here just to indicate there is a difference. If you see this one, you will see if there is no punctuation mark, it will be the same thing. So you would have to know it from the context if you're reading. But if they have the punctuation mark, it should be, if it's done correctly, it should indicate whether it's a feminine or a masculine. So عندك كتاب. عندك كتاب. You have a book. You have a book. You have a book. عندك كتاب. 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 I think I should leave it now, this video, so it doesn't become too long. Next time, inshallah, we finish with the rest of these pronouns and with the verb have. And if we have time, we go into some questions using have in a different context, meaning something else. So, thank you for listening. See you next time, inshallah. أعتقد أني سأنهي الفيديو هنا. في المرة القادمة إن شاء الله سأكمل مع بقية الضمائر مع الفعل have. وإذا تبقى وقت كافي ممكن أن نغطي بعض الأسئلة التي تستعمل have في معنى آخر، فنكمل في الفيديو القادم إن شاء الله. إذا لم نستطع نكمل في الفيديو الذي بعده. شكرا على الاستماع. إن شاء الله نراكم في المرة القادمة. السلام عليكم.